Okay, ji, Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you will be fine and enjoying good health. Today, again, I'm here in front of you with the topic listening skill. So, first of all, we have to take the concept that the what is listening skill and how can we interrelate with the communication skill. So, each language has four major skills. Two are the receptive and two are the productive. When we say about the listening and when we say about the reading, these two are the receptive skills, and when we say the writing and the speaking, these two are the productive skills. So but we have to learn that when we work on receptive skills, it automatically improves our productive skills. So today we are here with the listening skills, that is a receptive skills, and this is our dilemma of today, that we are not so much working on other listening skills, but we want to take a good outcome on the speaking skills. That is impossible. And so far as concerned with the writing skills, if we are good at reading skills, we can automatically work on the writing skill. Okay, come on the point that what is listening. Listening is the ability. Again, I will correlate with that. If we are actually having the inborn ability to listen, we are God gifted in this skill. We automatically receive and interrupt messages in communication, and listening is the key to all the effective communication. Without this ability, we are not able to perceive the message as it has been conveyed. So effective listening is a skill that underpins all positive human relationships. There are two different things they are saying, that listening and effective listening. But actually when we say listening, you will automatically relate with the hearing. So this is the important point over here. There is a differentiation among listening and hearing. How much far you are good at hearing and how much far you are listening. So first of all, take this point that there's a major difference in listening and hearing. In front of you, you can easily see the material and the definition, that hearing is all the accidental and automatic sounds that we perceive from our context. All the sound, it may be the object sound, it may be the human sound, it may be the animal sound, it may be the bird sound, and each and everything. And unconsciously we are receiving so many sounds from our environment. But what is actually hearing? Hearing is actually when we are focused, when we filter the sound, when we positively and attentively listen to the speaker. This is called the listening. This is a major point over here, that when while sitting in the classrooms or while listening to any lecture or while taking anything from the psychic person, when we are focused, we get tired so earlier rather than talking about the hearing. We hear all around the day, we hear so many different sounds, but actually the major difference is there, that we are not focused while hearing, but we are focused while listening. Here are three major principles in front of you. Hearing means accidental, mean you are not conscious. Involuntarily, yes, you are receiving from external. And effortless. Effortless means that you are not focusing, you are not putting your physical effort, you are not putting your physical ability to listen the more sounds of, yes, you are receiving inter consciously, unconsciously. And when we say listening, it means a focused listening. It means a focused hearing, you may say, voluntary action. Yes, whatever we want to listen, we are having the voluntary or controlled action. But when we are talking about hearing, it is involuntary action. And third one is the intentional. Intentional means that again you may say that it depends on you internally or mentally, that if you are wanting, if you want to listen the specific contact, you will listen. Otherwise you will ignore. When you will ignore, it will become hearing, and when you will be attentive, it will become listening. So this is a major difference among this one. Okay, there are different principles when we get a difference among listening and hearing. That listening is purposeful, focused, it requires motivation, it requires effort, it requires your activeness, it requires your concentration, and we do not always listen at our best. This is the dilemma, this is the point we have to learn. And here in front of you now the benefits, and there's so many benefits of listening. Yes, we hear all the time, but we when we put our focus, when we put our attention, it will become listening. This is a major difference, I'm telling you again and again. So please take the concept among the listening and hearing. Okay, what are the benefits and mention of the writing? Before mention of the writing, we may say that with the listening skill, we'll have the people who are having a good listening skill later on they again tell their colleagues or their co-workers or their youngers. And in other words, we can say the folk tales, the legends, the myths, and the so many stories that we were having actually in the history, but were now perceived by us nowadays. It is actually a category of good listening skill. Later on, the we can get information, the entertainment, the electronic recordings, and all this become with the listening skill. And again, uh, we can say that benefits by becoming more active and competent. Actually, we being student, being a good professional person, being a good human being, we have, if we want to polish ourselves, if we want to groom our personality, we must have good listening skills. Okay, next onward, actually, I have just given you the awareness of the listening skill, and I have just added over here the different types of listening skill just for your knowledge. There are so many different types, and it depends on you uh, that how much you get awareness from this one. Actually, we hear so many sounds, we listen so many things in our daily life and in our life, but there are different categories. So I will just highlight the major one, and you will work on it later. Okay. Okay. The first one is a discriminative listening. It means the basic type of listening, that how we differentiate between sounds. This we do unconsciously, that we know that which sound we have to listen and which sound we have to ignore. So here they are talking about that the unable the distinguishing the subtle sound that are required in the language. In the language, there are different phonemes, the consonants and vowels, and each language having different alphabets and having the different uh, sound. So therefore, they are talking about the discriminative listening. The example is front of you, the person who cannot hear the subtleties of emotional variations in another person's voice, they are to be able to discern the emotions of the other person. So here they are talking about the discriminative listening, that yes, we can uh, easily analyze the emotions of the other person through the tone and their pitch. Listening is a visual as well as the auditory. You know, the auditory mean talking about the listening, and the visual mean to talking about the eyesight. We communicate much through body language. Yes, 93% through our body language. Therefore, they are talking about It makes us able to discriminate between muscles and skeletal movements. Mean when we see the other person, when we perceive the sound from the other uh, external, we easily judge the surrounding, we easily judge the body language, and it helps in our discriminative listening. Comprehension listening, this is the listening you may implement in the classrooms, you may implement when you are talking to somebody, some special person, when you are taking the or listening the lectures online, when you are listening public speaker. So this is the comprehension listening, that you actually want to listen uh, from the to comprehend the meaning. So this is they are saying to comprehend the meaning requires having a lexicon. Lexicons mean the dictionary meanings of the words that we know. You know that we are having the dictionary, and dictionary means the word that has existence, definitely having the uh, meaning. Therefore, it is called the lexicology. Second one, we say that comprehension listening is also known as a content listening. Content mean the you receive from books, you receive from any content. Listening mean informative listening or full listening. In other words, full listening is also a type of comprehension listening. Next one is the critical listening. When we want to evaluate, when we want to judge, when we want to impose our own opinion, when to want to argument with the other person. So this comes in the critical listening, that we are listening to the other person, but we are ready to argue or to judge or to form an opinion regarding that statement. Next one is the biased listening. Biased, in other words, is called the favoritism. Favoritism means we want to, we actually want or pay attention towards the special persons, towards the close one, and we want to give favor to those persons. This is called the biased listening. Biased listening means that if your two or three friends are talking or giving arguments, and you like someone special or someone is close to your heart, you will definitely give the biased listening towards those person. Evaluative listening is, again, you may say, the critical listening that we discussed earlier, but there is a difference. But is the difference that evaluative means it's some sort of the positive listening, and the critical listening means some sort of the negative listening, it also giving the impact to you. So please keep in your mind the difference, that judgmental interpretive listening is also the evaluative listening. And why I am telling you so many types, this is just for your awareness that listening has different types. Appreciative, you may say, talking about the encouragement, motivation, and some sort of the interesting topic you want to listen. Sympathetic mean is talking about your close one, is talking about your level of emotional connection with the other person. So use sympathy, all the persons, when and why, you know the difference among the conditions. Next one is empathetic. These two terms are very close to each other. And in sympathetic listening, I say that you feel sympathy for all the person, but you are not having the emotional connection. You don't feel so much close with all the person. So this is called the empathetic listening. Empathetic listening means it requires the excellent discrimination, the emotional signals, and please keep in your mind that there are few persons that are very close to your heart. Next is mm, therapeutic listening. It comes from the therapy. It means when you are you want to counseling to someone, when you want to give advice to someone or instruct someone, and this is actually the reason we need some sort of the moral support from the family or friends. This is called the therapy. Next one is the dialogue, dialogic. listening is that dialogic listening means it comes from the dialogue. When we say to talk with the two persons, or we say to one person's talking to two or more, but we cannot say to talk to the crowd. So dialogic listening is sometimes we can say the relational listening. Mean these three or four types concerned with the family or friends or the close ones. Next one is again, it relates with the relationship listening. And again, this is why lovers talk for hours, attend close to each other. This is called the relationship listening. Mean if we want to if we want to give time to someone uh, in our family, we need to focus listening. We want to give time, we want to give attention to the second person. This is why the relationship develops. Next one is a false listening. False listening means when a person is pretending to listen but actually not hearing anything that is being said. So you are actually practicing in the classroom when you were tired to listen so many times. So you actually pretend that you are listening, but later on when the questions were asked to you, and then you say that you are actually not busy to listen. Okay, Ji, this is also, they may nod, smile, grunt in the right places, but do not actually take. So they are talking about they are just pretending or doing some acting in front of the other person that they are listening, but this is called the false listening. Next one is the initial listening. Sometimes when we listen, we hear the first few words or first, and this is also the research that we while taking any lecture or while doing any listening to someone else, uh, first 10 minutes are very much important, and later on for 30 to 40 minutes you will be attentive to listen something, but later on you will be getting bored. So therefore they are saying that we heard the first few words or the paragraph, or then later on, so this is what we need to work. Okay, next one is the initial, then initial selective listening. Partial listening is the same. Uh, then we say, what is the difference, selective and partial? They are talking about that we want to hear and pay little attention to the extraneous details. Selective listening means that we just focus on the important, like if we say this is important from examination point of view, then you will put your focus here. And later on, you will ignore the later details. So this is because we do actually during taking the lectures. Partial listening is also the type in which we listen to the other person with the best of intent and then become distracted. The why we become distracted, there may be the different barriers. So we listen partially. Full listening is actually where the listener pay close and careful attention what is being said. And yes, this is we do in front of the boss. This is we do in front of the higher authorities. This is we do in front of the father as well. And this is we do in front of to whom we feel fear. Next one is the deep listening. Deep listening means you listen between the lines, but it's said then you feel the emotions of the sound. Then you watch, observe the body language. Then you detect the need and goals, need cause and effect. Then you identify the preferences, and then you put your biasness and perceiving belief and values, and so on. This is called deep listening. And deep listening is also another, in other words, whole person listening, that you are not only focusing on the vocabulary, but you are feeling the emotions, you are observing the body language, and you are not focused only these two, but you want to analyze the situation or the background, and you want to give solutions as well. Okay, and that these types are over. Now in front of you I will just highlight the different 10 techniques that how can you improve your listening skill. How can you improve your the different categories mentioned earlier, to which place, to which type of listening is required. So here, decide to listen. Yes, they are saying it's a choice. Hearing is not a choice. Listening is a choice. Then let go of your own personal agenda. Means sometimes we actually want to pursue on our opinions and our thinking, but actually this is they are saying that you must focus on the second person, uh, mostly. Be curious when you are listening, and they're here they're saying effective listening when you do the curious about the other people, and it will give you more experience, and it will become this is how you will become more practical. Listen with your eyes. Yes, you will be surprised that you will say that how can I listen with the eyes? There, the function of the eyes is to see, and the function of ears to listen. Yes, but they are saying that maintain eye contact with the speaker is very much important. And you know that we uh, also do this one already. People will appreciate your attention if you are seeing the eye contact, if you are developing the eye contact. So therefore they are saying that with practice you will become more able to read the signs. Listen up for the whole message. Yes, sometimes it happens that we listen from the start, and we listen from the and we listen from the conclusion or the last one. But actually, if the speaker say that this is an important one, please have focus, or this is important I want to say, or then we pay attention towards the message. But here they are saying that try to listen the whole message. It will become good for you, and you can analyze the good answer or the opinion from the given message. Be patient. Yes, we are not patient actually while listening. We want to impose our own opinion. We want to we get hurry in it, giving the answers. This is actually making that disturbance for us. Listen with respect. Yes, the most important one. We must give respect to the other person. Feel empathy. I told you earlier that sympathy and empathy are two close one, but there is a major difference. Sympathy is more than feeling sorry for someone. Feeling sorry comes in the category of sympathy, and empathy means that you feel emotions and feelings of the other person or the given content through speech. Manage your own emotions and reactions. Yes, you must be attentive while listening. And then they are saying that maintain your calm even when you feel like your buttons are being pushed. Mean if you are feeling so much impulsive for the reaction, you must control yourself. Otherwise, you will respond might be the negative. Test for understanding means that periodically summarize what you have heard to test your understanding. You may ask some sort of questions to yourself, or you may note down some sort of the important points. Or this is actually we don't do actually later on after taking any session or any lecture or whatever, taking any information. We don't practice this one. So this is the reason we don't recall so many things. Okay, ji, thank you, students. This is all from my side. And stay blessed, all of you. Allah Hafiz.